But anyway, the lights are illuminating above us now for the first race for Freddie Gray, and the lights are out now. And we're going quite aggressive into turn one. We actually forced the Toro Rosso off the track. I believe that was Daniel Kvyat in his first race, but then we got Vern trying to go around the outside and then making contact with Freddie, unfortunately. And will he make the move? Yes, he's going to try to, but then Freddie outbrakes himself, and Malzinotti's forced wide because of that. Now we've got the two McLarens behind him to Jensen Button for the next race, but a brilliant 12th place finish in his first race. Really only improved from here. So let's hope for a better result in Malaysia. So here we go now. Time for the Malaysian Grand Prix. Hey guys, what is up? It is StockMat1998 here, and I am back with the second part of my F1 2014 Career Series, obviously with Freddie Gray in the Force India once again, and we are here in Malaysia today for practice 1, and obviously the only practice of the weekend. We had to complete an R&D objective today. This was to reduce tyre wear by 10% was the reward, and basically we had to keep the tyre wear under 21%, and we did that with ease really. As you can see that I think the tyre wear is only on 5.8%, or now it's 8.1% because we've reached the end of the R&D objective, and I think we might even go faster with this lap time here anyway on the prime tyres. Let's see where we go. We set a 1 minute 44 dead, so we're 2 tenths quicker than Jean-Eric Verne, so a very positive practice session, but I think we're going to go out once more on the option tyres to see whether we can improve, and I think we will. We set a 1 minute 42.9. That puts us 10th in between Massa and Raikkonen. And our teammate Nico Hulkenberg again on the pace, fast at the moment. I don't know what's going on with Hulkenberg, but he clearly has some upgrades on his car, which I don't have. But anyway, skipping on into qualifying now, and we're 5 tenths up on Daniel Kvyat's Sector 1 time, and I don't think there is actually any rain forecasted for this weekend, so that's good, because I don't think Freddie would fare very well in the rain, to be honest with you. But I suppose he hasn't really had any wet weather running, so we can't really judge yet. But anyway, onto the option tyres, because our time was only good enough for 20th, and at the moment we're only just about quicker than Gutierrez's Q1 time, sorry. But we're going to come round the final corner now onto the pit straight, and we're going to set a 1 minute 42.5, which still isn't good enough. But we're going to come around again. This is literally our final attempt, because otherwise we'll run out of fuel. But then opening up the DRS now into 5th gear. Will this be good enough for Q2? And indeed it is. It puts us up into 15th place, a 1 minute 41.9 I think it was. And as you can see in this session, it really didn't go to plan. At the moment we're 16th, but this is literally our last lap of the session, otherwise we'll be knocked out of Q2. But yeah, so coming into the final corner now, we're hoping this will be good enough to at least elevate us higher than 16th place, because I really don't want to be starting 16th. But let's see how good this time is. It's going to be a 1 minute 41 point. I think that's a 142 dead. Actually, I can't really read because my previous screen's so small. But look at that, only a 1,000th slower than Roman Grosjean. So a very close qualifying session there. And yeah, so today we're going to do an alternate strategy. We're going to start on the prime tyres. And yeah, I feel this is perhaps an advantage because it will help us at the back end of the race. And yeah, let's just hope that you know, we can have a better race today. Obviously starting a lot higher up than we were last time, although not only 1 position higher, so really not a lot higher. But still getting into Q2 is a huge bonus. And as you can see, Nico Hulkenberg absolutely whopping us in the teammate challenge at the moment. But let's hope that we can change that today, because I believe, I can't remember where Hulkenberg's starting. I think it's about 5th place or something like that. Still a very good qualifying from him. But anyway, let's go out on track. So Nico Hulkenberg starting 6 positions in front of us in 6th place. But anyway, let's hope for a better race today than we had in Australia. The 5 lights are about to go out now, and they are out, and I think we've gotten a pretty poor start, struggling for traction off the line. As you can see, they're losing our mirrors, they're gaining on us, and I think that's Gutierrez ahead and possibly Maldonado as well. We've already dropped down into P17, but we're looking to gain some positions in these first two corners, and as you can see, everybody going fairly cautiously as we're gaining positions by the second here. We're already up into P14, P15, around the outside here, P13 now, and this has been a very good start from Freddie indeed, and as you can see, we have the Sauber on our inside of Gutierrez, hoping to, he kind of squeezed us there, and we're still in P14, but I think we're going to gain another position here at the expense of Gutierrez and possibly Raikkonen as well. As you can see, our teammate's not so far ahead in 9th place, I think he is. But again, up into P12 already, a very good start from ourselves. And then Hulkenberg running very slowly there. We're going to try and make the move on Button, but there was just no room to make the move, and Button just sort of suddenly braked. And we're going to try and go up the inside here, but it's not going to happen, so we just backed out of it. And we're suffering a load of understeer right here. And we've got Bottas right behind us now, but in fact it's Verne who's going to try and make the move down the inside, but I don't think he's going to go for it. Indeed, he backs out of the move. Probably sensible in the end because he didn't really want to he didn't really want to cause a collision of any sort. But now skipping on to the end of lap 2, Button really escaped, as the AI tend to do. But Freddie, really, what he was trying to do is just trying to keep Kimi Raikkonen behind, who was in a much quicker car in that of the Ferrari, and Raikkonen's going to try and go around the outside here, and I think we've just about defended the position there. So that was a brilliant defending there from Freddie, and great composure as well to defend that position from the flying Finn. But anyway, now skipping on to the end of lap 3 once again. This time we have Jean-Eric Verne to defend from. As you can see, Hamilton setting a fastest lap there, 10 times quicker than our fastest lap. But anyway, Verne going to go around to the outside now. I think he's got much better straight line speed than what Raikkonen did, and he can indeed actually pull off the move here, and I think he has done. So that's very fortunate for Verne. So let's hope that Verne doesn't just strike off into the distance like he probably did, and that was an awful corner cut from Freddie there. But anyway, let's just hope that we can stay in this position for now, and let's just hope we can keep like Raikkonen and that lot behind us, because really losing any more positions would just be costly, and it would be actually lower than our finishing position in Australia. But anyway, now skipping on to lap 4, and we've got Raikkonen right behind us. We're going to try and make a move going into the final corner here, and we're actually going to dive it up the inside, but that maybe a mistake actually, because then Raikkonen will have the DRS actually, and indeed he does. I think we really should have stayed behind there, and we should have just kept the DRS, and we could have got back the position anyway. So that was a bit unfortunate, and now we've got Gutierrez behind us. But here we go now, loads of cars in the pits, including our teammate Nico Hulkenberg, and we're going to go up into P8, and we're rejoining just behind, I believe that is Fernando Alonso. I'm not sure which position he is effectively in, but obviously 7th at the moment. So really what we need to do now is just put in some good laps here, just so we're not jumped by any of the cars that were behind us before the pit stop. As you can see, Bottas there is our closest challenger at the moment. And on lap 8, as you can see, more cars into the pit lane, and we might just get out ahead of Vettel, I think it is. No, I think it's Ricciardo actually. We do have a run a little bit wide, and we have Vettel behind us there, and I don't think Vettel's going to go for the move, although he might try get some good traction, but I don't think it will be good enough, although he's still there, Vettel, he is still there, so he might try and go for the move up the inside here, but I don't think he really has the confidence to do so, as we're confirming that we want option tyres for our next stop, obviously. But yeah, up into P4 now, the highest position I think we've actually ever been in this series, but obviously we're in the pit lane now for our one and only stop of this race, and Hulkenberg already passed us, our teammate, really outperforming us once again. But anyway, into the pits now. Let's just hope for a good pit stop here. It is 3.7 seconds, really the norm for this game, to have a 3.7 second pit stop. But anyway, we've got Maldonado behind us who also pitted, and now we've got Bottas here, who we were challengers before, and unfortunately he has jumped us. But however, we do have the upper hand now because we do have quicker tyres, so hopefully we can get within DRS range of the Williams, and let's hope we can pull off an overtake on Valtteri Bottas here, because I don't think the tyre scaling in this game's too bad, so I don't think tyre will really become a factor. Maybe on the last lap or something like that. But as you can see here on lap 10, we're clearly within DRS range of Valtteri Bottas. But the trouble is here, guys, the traction for the AI is so much better than ours, really. So you can see Bottas already pulling away so many meters already, and we have DRS, but it's really no use because we're not really gaining on him at all. And as you can see out of the exit of this next corner here, going into the final corner now, and yeah, just going through the final corner, we're trying to get good traction, but we just don't. I suppose that was because Freddie did put a tyre on the run-off there, so that was a little bit unfortunate. But as you can see, setting our fast lap of the race, 42.3, we have quite a big gap to Gutierrez behind, so I think really the race is just going to be between me and Bottas now. That's, I mean, our only hope for this race is just P13, and indeed we did get elevated into P13, because really we couldn't catch Bottas in the end, because he had so much better traction than we did. He had superior traction, so it was just unfortunate really, and Lewis Hamilton did take out this race win, and we're going to come home in P13 for what was a pretty good drive. But although, I don't know really, it was an okay drive. It was again quite a quiet drive. We did obviously pass our objective, finish 13 or above, and our teammate Nico Hulkenberg retired from the Grand Prix, which is such a shame, and that was why we finished in P13 in the end instead of P14. But in fact, Bottas did catch up to Vernon in the end, who was the car who finished ahead of Bottas in the end. But yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. But anyway guys, if you have enjoyed this video, be sure to give a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.